Oh, I forgot to hit new run. But anyways, hello, welcome. I wanted to go right back into one after that one. I kind of want to. I'm not retiring Umbra here. Don't get me wrong, but I think I want to try seeing. Can we get the Stygian Guard going again? I really like the idea of the Rage Stygian Guard. Oop, wrong one. So I'm willing to give this a chance one more time, but again, you need to have the quick spell, I think, or your units will just die. So what is this? Armor, damage, and imp damage. You know what? At least those are like useful. I'd rather have him be... Because we have Stygian backing us up, we want him to be tanky. They're going to tamper the strength of our units. Demon units get... Oh, wow. I'm going to lean into the Stygian, though. 3 spell power for Stygian Guard is really powerful in a lot of ways. Enemies get more attack. Okay. So we really want to line it up so that we're actually getting slays with our main guy. 5 damage torches, pretty good. 9 damage lances. And we'll just line up here on the next floor. We just played with this Hellhorn dude. He was not that powerful because I wasn't using him to slay for damage. Which, you know, maybe that's the big issue here, but... So now he's getting a slay. And we'll kill one of them off. See, look at that. Now we're cooking with gas. 28 damage twice. 9 damage is kind of brutal. It's better just not to take the 9 damage, I think. We need to get these train stewards out, or we need to do a bunch of damage. $28 damage twice is very powerful. This is way less powerful, but we'll throw rocks at him. 42 damage is going to get him close enough so that on the next floor we are going to hit him with any spell. And by any spell I mean specifically a Frozen Lance. Because it would have taken a couple of torches, and you know how it is. So we want to do Welder Helper here. Oh, random enemy 3 times. Ice Tornado. We're not doing Frostbite, but Frostbite is so good. It doesn't lean into spell power though, so let's stick with the spell power stuff. We want something tanky. 25 armor. Slay applies rage is like kind of absurd, to be honest, but we're gonna let it hang. I really like improving units early, but because we're playing with Stygian backing us up and there's gold to make it stronger, let's gain holdover on something powerful that we make cheap. Like we could make Ice Tornado, we could make, oh, that's really good. So we make it -1 cost for 28 damage twice. Yeah, 28 damage twice is just better than random damage. And then we hold it over so we can just always play it. I mean 33 damage 3 times. It's 10 times 3 because of it. Or you go with the 19. This one's a lot harder to use, but I know it's a better investment in the long run. And then we're going to purge at least 1 torch. We want to, like, our torches are strong, don't get me wrong, because of the +3. And our lances are strong. But they're still not as strong as our other cards. Like, you know, 28 damage, holdover, cost 1 less. Like, that's just insane. Deal 5 damage to everything, though, is just too funny for that not to be what I do with that floor. And then, you know what? Let's set up on floor 1 with a little backup on floor 2. Welder Helper would be... Ooh, Ice Tornado, though. Yeah, Ice Tornado's fine. I wanted to kill the one that had the highest attack damage, but... Oh, now we're not going to have our best cards. Well, we'll play this one because it has Holdover. And that way it'll go back on top of our deck. So we Frozen Lance the front guy so that we can hit this guy twice. And then they're hasting to the top floor, so we better get there. Oh, we killed the haste chick, though, because we swapped their positions. Nice. And then because of Holdover, we have our good spell back. Holdover is such a great... When you have like a low-cost value card that you want to cast every turn, you know, it's just a no-brainer. I'm going to keep going with the armor, boys. Because we have the Battering Ram card, which really stacks with that armor. And then we're going to go here, and we're going to copy our really good spell. I really like both of these, to be honest. The sweep is good. We're gonna do this... No. I like both of them. I really do. But you need to spend 5 spells for her to have as much health as the other one. So we're gonna go with the sweep lady. Because the sweep lady is so great, you give her some multi-attack, some larger damage or something like that. Rail spikes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Draw X, enhance all cards with -2. It's pretty freaking good. Sap and Frostbite. I mean, everything we draw would be free except for the Ice Tornado and the Battering Ram. The thing is that when you have cost cards like the Ice Tornado and Battling Ram, like you have to spend all your mana to draw X cards, so a lot end up being useless. But is that better than Consume to get some Rage and Armor? I'm going to take the Rage and Armor because Rage and Armor keeps us alive. We don't have really ways of healing ourselves other than armor, which isn't healing per se. And also Rage on our unit will really help him get slays in particular situations. At least that's the plan. Turn that up just a touch. I don't think we want to fight them on floor 1. Well, yeah, no. Something like that. $32 damage to our front boy. Or we play an imp and take none. And then we throw a couple lances at the boss early. Get some frostbite on him from our lady whip, our lady nay. So here we have some holdovers. This will sweep that. Let's take less damage. Just lose our imp. I mean, things getting upstairs is good because we can kill them with our other guy, but... I don't want that yet. So she'll haste the top floor, but then she'll be killed by the wrong guy. Whatever. Oh, here we can overrun into the boss. We weren't going to get the kill on our guy anyway, so let's stop them from hitting our pyre. Final wave. The double holdover is great. It's more damage than Ice Tornado. I mean, you can have this Train Steward. He just dies in one attack, so it seems pointless. But really, having him on our deck is pointless because we can't use him or deploy him, so he's like a dead card. Meanwhile, we could summon for some armor here, and then do a bunch of damage there. Oh, that guy survived with like, what, 1 health? Literally 1 health? With 1 frostbite that doesn't get to happen? And look at this. I love these boss battles. Oh, 7 health. Okay, that's not. Because of the frostbite lady, they just get so ripped. And then here's your Ice Tornado. So we need to do something with our Ice Tornado, because right now it's just worse than our double holdover. Spell weakness is kind of similar to how we win this. And then more room on floors, because we're really not struggling for mana. We're pretty, like, cost... We're good on the cost side, is what I'm trying to say. And we have plenty of money, so let's go this way. Figure out what Hellhorn they're offering us. Another Rail Beater. How tanky are we? We've got a 15, a 10... Okay, he's got armor, and that works with our other card. What's the Forge give us? Yeah, I want him to have multi-strike, but for now, let's get him just straight up stronger. Multi-strike on Frostbite or Spell Weakness? I think the Spell Weakness is much better. They're both sweeping. Let's make this chick tanky and have attack. Then we're gonna re-roll. Make this lady huge. And Cantfern armor. That works well on our Rail Beater. That felt like we did the correct move there. We don't need the Train Steward, and we don't need one of these lances. The lance is a really weak version of what we already have in our double attack, holdover, 1 cost, 28 damage thing. Enemies enter with 15 armor. 150 gold is significant enough that I'll take that risk. Though, you know, if it said take the risk for no benefit, I might still click the button. Getting these stacks on them on the bottom floor is really good. Oh, that is mean. They do not like what we're doing to them. So then we Rail Beater. And we Rail Beater. I want our guy to get the kill, so I don't even want to deploy these, but I guess I'll do one up here. And the one on the middle floor has the incant. I didn't actually check, but I got lucky that they went where I wanted them to go. I want to keep getting armor on my hero, so let's just keep plowing through them. The double spell weakness, too, going upstairs is quite nice. We have a really good build now. Like, we've really, with a couple of good units with some upgrades on them, have gotten to a good place. I think we just do these for holdover, though. We want to incant as much as we can on this floor. So 250 damage is pretty great. And then the whole bunch of frost... It's mostly from the frostbite, isn't it? It didn't get a chance to stack up, but it did pretty great. None 196. I was like, do I want to do rage or should I attack him? Like, well, what about all that spell damage stuff? And then instantly he gets just dead. Sacrificing imps. I'm worried this would be a dead card for us. But we'll take it under the specific situation. I'll try. Yo, I'll put him upstairs. We want to get an upgrade on an imp, which will make grabbing that imp useful. What will we duplicate? Like, we could do a lot of work to our deck right now. I just don't know what we duplicate. Probably our Icy Lady. I really wanted the merchant stuff, but let's go in here first and see what they want us to do. Oh, I don't like this event. I'm just gonna leave again. Don't like it. I love it. Whoa. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Icy Tentacle Lady. Whacking people for spell weakness. Though I've picked up some bad cards along the way, and I feel like I've really messed up in that way. Train Stewards. I can't tell what's more of a dead card. The Torch, the Train Steward, or the Frozen Lance. Like, I want to get rid of the Lance because we have a 1-to-1 like holdover card that we're constantly using. Random artifact, yes please. I didn't actually read what they were doing though, so I probably should read once we get it. Non-boss, you restore all health when they go up the floor. Good thing they're dying. So here, the point... Yeah. What the plan is to beat the crap out of them on the middle floor and use this Icy Lady on the bottom floor. So they're all dying now. I want my guy to die here because I'm a benevolent overlord. I think our guy got the kill there. So we'll put a second one down. And that almost chews through them. And then Rail Beater upstairs. Do we have the wrong one? Yeah, we have the Incant one upstairs, which is too bad. And then that guy's going to heal on his way up, but we'll have to find a way around that. We already sacrificed Imps pretty good. See, sacrificing an Imp, though, is not as good as our holdover. Like, you're just dead, right? And then you're just dead. And then we'll consume you for some rage, I guess. Like, I've grabbed a lot of bad cards in this run, and I want to say I've learned my lesson. I really haven't. How much does this do? 100 damage. See, this is the thing. You want to have this card here to absolutely destroy the boss, because they'll have so much spell weakness on them that you can... I thought Helical Crystals was better. Do we not have... Is this a different Helical Crystals? I'm confused. Well, this boss is pretty strong. I'll give him that. Oh, we have a third Helical Crystal. I see. Well, 250 twice and then 28, like... What are you gonna do, right? Precious plating, does that give us 40 more health? I don't know if I want the max health that bad, though. I'd rather have the one that's, like, gain 15 armor at the start of every battle. And now I'm grabbing more imps and committing to a bad strategy, honestly. I don't mind when it's a zero-cost consume card, but, like, why am I buying all these imps? I want to upgrade my units further and cull the deck more. Like, the train stewards, I just don't have time or place for you. And... yeah, all the way gone. Like, in emergencies, it would be fine to have them, but I just don't want them, so... We have a lot of imps, so we should be able to sacrifice them. I already do sacrifice them a lot. Let's give the other one incant, so they both have incant for armor. And then we'll give one of the rail beaters... Multi-strike is pretty weak on them. We'll give the Cuddle Hex the health. And then let's re-roll, hope for something better. Endless. Now we're dealing. I think... though I don't really like Endless on the Welder Helper, to be honest. Battlestone. And attack. I think I want Endless on one of these imps that deal damage. No, on the imp that gives me 4 energy. So I play the imp, and then I use the sacrifice card on the imp because I have the money for it. And let's kill... Here's the thing. I'd rather have Helical Crystallis unupgraded than have Lance. And, like, I have these 2 X cards. That goes well with the imp that I have that's endless. Like, endless imps are powerful. They're good. Especially the one that applies armor, because you can just keep shoving him in the front and he tanks a bunch of hits. But I think taking the energy one was the correct call because of our X cards. We did not get our AoE lady. But that solves the whole taking damage thing. We need more room on this floor. Because that's where I like to put my sweep ladies, you know? Because then they kill everything. But maybe I just make that a floor of, you know, of not doing that, you know? I don't know. I should have given our boy Rage there, I think. He might have been able to get the kill. Multi-strike, please. 5 damage. I don't want to take any damage. And then they're all dying because we have sweep ladies. Sweep! Sweep, sweep! And then they have a bunch of spell weakness, so they're just gonna die. So this guy here is a perfect example. If you play him, you get a whole bunch of energy. Then you sacrifice him, you do a bunch of damage. You can Ice Storm, because you're freaking rich. And 22 isn't quite enough, but if you hit him with a bunch of spell weakness, we get the slip. Yo, that was pretty sweet. We want something to, one of those rail beaters, though, real bad. Or... what we want is a whole bunch of rage. Yeah. See, getting 5 energy endless is real good. What are we gonna do with our poor downstairs? I want you here. Draw a card, maybe. Oh, I didn't mean to. I meant to do the imp there. I want to get at the boss with a couple of hits. Then I'll put an imp on each of these floors, I guess. Losing our lady on the bottom sucks. Nice tentacle lady is very cool. But she can have a rail beater. And we'll apply some frostbite, mostly because it goes to the boss. Oh, he survived. Relentless time. If I put this lady in here and I hit him, then they all die. If I put this guy here, then we get a bunch of armor, which means that if Buddy comes up to the next floor next turn, and by Buddy I mean the boss, he's going to have a whole bunch of spell weakness. And if we can get our friggin' battering ram, like this, okay, 252 damage, plus 3 once, and then 12 more times, that's 3,315 damage. There's a reason I've been building up this armor. It just took forever for it to even look like it would pay off. This is an example of just no. This is not what we want. And then we want more room on the floors, because we need nice wide floors. See, I think I'm just bad with Umbra. Like, we're doing really well here. Not because, anyways, I don't wanna say anything. But frostbite stacks are good. Multi-strike, I think, is best, but what's he doing? He's lowering the strength of our unit, so I think that means that we want to have him be baseline stronger. Permafrost is really powerful in this battering ram. Ice Tornado consuming would be pretty great. Or our bad Crystallis. Our bad Crystallis becomes a good Crystallis, or we get a Tornado. A Tornado 3 times to random enemies, or Crystallis twice to the front row. Honestly, here's the thing. I think we do the Ice Tornado because it gives us something different in our toolkit. And then we take the Consume and we put it on the bad Helical Crystal. So now there's a use case for it. It's like you use it and it's going to consume, so you want to do it on someone who has spell weakness or something. The enemy unit's getting 8 attack is pretty deadly, but 400 gold is pretty deadly. So it could be a relic or something, you know? Who knows? Maybe we could get gold. That's deadly. That is absurd damage. If I put you down, you're tanking like 1 hit. But then I spell weakness and a rail beater to get them all dysfunctionally out of order, maybe? Wow, they chewed through. They do. Oh, one of them is giving them multi-strike. And I can't kill him. $18 twice is a little bit gnarly. Not a huge fan. And see, this is why Battering Ram gets the permafrost, because it's not a spell you can always play. Draw a discard. The fact that I don't have a 6 damage spell is pretty bad. That clears the top floor though, so it's hard for me not to take that. And then I think we just take the cuddle, and we're about to feel the pain of losing our whole bottom floor. Yes, multi-strike is a little bit much. Frostbite kills all of them though. Then we summon a whole bunch of armor. This is not good. I really should have applied that to just the minions, but I thought if we had an imp, we could get the destroyed imp for some stuff, you know. This is not good. I'd rather him just have the spell weakness come up. I don't know how we're going to beat the boss, though, because now we don't have any spell weakness. Let alone armor. We don't have the spell weakness or the armor. Those are both the components of our win condition. Oh, I should have placed him on the bottom floor. I want him dead so I can resummon him. And we actually got him again, look at that. Every time he takes damage. It's really not good. Attacking him means he does more damage and chews through faster, but you gotta take the damage when you can get it. Getting him with some frostbite is pretty okay. So we play this, sacrifice it, do some damage. This is bad. This is really bad, but we have a lot of health on our Ember, but every time we hit him, we empower him, so he just, like, two-shots us. Oh. Oh. I thought we had something good going, but then we didn't have enough staying power. Like, I always feel like I need the Awoken. Like, if you don't have the Awoken, then you need a lot of spell power. And if you don't have a lot of spell power, then you need a lot of armor. And if you don't have a lot of armor, healing, or spell power, then what the hell? You need to be quick. You need all of your units to be quick so that they hit really hard and they hit first. But maybe I'm just not seeing something. Right? That's the thing. You can be a tank. You can kill the enemies before they attack by being quick or with spells. What else is there? Fodder that you throw in front like the imps and stuff? Like, I haven't won with the Hellhorn since 1. I think I'm just bad with them. But I don't know. That was a good run, though. That was a good run. We're not beating ourselves up here. And Derps is up at 12. Ugh. Here's the thing, too. We're playing with newer and newer factions before unlocking their cards and playing on high level of Covenant. So I think we'd be a lot better off if we discovered more of this stuff and understood the factions better. Now, the next big thing I want to say is, come on. So close. 10 enemies killed, really? Anyways, that's it for now. I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed.